Grabe, Gino. Hindi kami ganun ka-athletic para magawa yun.
Depende
Si Gino
siguro
lang yun.
kung di ka lalagpas dun sa vicinity nung
Uy, live na
motor.
tayo, ah.
Live na ba?
I don't know. Ba't wala tayong intro? Countdown.
Ay, hindi. Countdown pa lang.
All right. Episode 92 of Tunay na Rider will be with you in 2.5 minutes.
What's
2.5
up, mga
minutes?
katunay?
So we've got our good buddy Gino, and we're going to be talking about leveling up his ride during the pandemic, what he's been doing with moto deals, and why does Mark Song hate him?
Is the feeling mutual?
Or why Gino hates Mark Sung?
We'll do some couples counseling for their mental health and their friendship.
Tunay na Rider, friendship, counseling. Kaya guys, kapag may mga kaaway kayo, mga kaibigan nyo at gusto nyo makipagbalikan, message nyo kami sa Tunay na Rider para mag-guest namin kayo. Para tuluyan ng magkasiraan ang inyong pagkakaibigan.
We're becoming more and more like the tool for dudes.
Which one?
I don't know. Aren't they all the kind of similar?
Sort of.
Uy, di ba rider si Erwin?
Hindi ko alam.
He has a bike.
May R1 yun na pinapakita dun sa show niya, dun sa OBB. Tapos, parang after 1 season, wala na yung motor. Kasi nakarnap.
Yun yung mga sa tingin ko hindi yun nakarnap dahil may gustong kumuha. Tingin ko nakarnap yun out of spite.
As in,
Hindi,
totoo?
talagang malakas karnapan dati ng mga sport bike eh.
Sa bagay, oo.
Is it still carnap pag motor?
Motor nap?
Motonap?
Diba?
By law, carnapping siya kasi carnapping law.
Yeah, pero
anti-carnapping law.
Hindi naman siya car. Ba't carnap?
Hindi naman
Paano
siya
kung may insomnia ka?
Pucha.
Labo na.
That is the level of humor you will have on tonight's show.
Teka, may nag-comment. Sino to? Josh
Josh.
Reyes. Loudy!
Which Josh Reyes is that?
Si Triumph Josh Reyes.
Na may balbas yata to. Ang liit.
All right, what's up mga katunay?
Mga katunay.
Hello, tech support.
Iba, si Coach Mel nag-comment.
Papunta na silang Abra?
Hindi sa Canada, Abra iba.
Kanina nandito lang yan sa Murato ah.
Ano meron sa Murato?
Idol ko yan.
Interview si Ezra.
Idol ko yan si Coach Mel.
Speaking of Coach Mel, see you on the 26th. We've got a couple of slots left for the Tunay na Rider, Tunay na Coach Mel Off-Road Training Camp at KRB. And I'd like to thank our buddies at Ride Manila for the support. You'll be getting some cool stuff and some discounts. And Motul. Yeah. Anyway, episode 92.
You guys have a lot of sponsors na. Galing.
Oh?
Di rin.
Huh?
Wait, hold on.
Meron?
Gusto namin mas marami.
Mayaman na kayo.
Sana.
Sana all. Sandali. I'm still figuring this out.
Ano yan?
Yun! Ayun lahat to.
Dollars?
Lahat ng pera ng sponsors nasa screen ni eBay, pinapakulot niya.
Money! Money! Ano yun?
Rapper si eBay.
Si
So, episode 91, kasama ulit natin si Jinno Rufino.
Ha?
Wait,
Bakit?
Ha?
Sandali. 92 to. Pero May mga special guest tayo. Pinadalan mo ng link?
Meron may mga pinadalan ako ng link, mga girls.
Ay,
Yep.
oo,
Yung
gusto
mga
makilala si Jinno Rufino.
nag-DM kay Gino. So,
Na
wait
gusto
for
siya
that.
makilala.
Oo.
Mga super fans.
Hindi ko mahindian.
Pero
So-
before we get to that, what's up in the moto scene
Kinakabahan si
this
Gino.
week? Kinakabahan si
Gino.
Gino.
Somebody did this to me in an old show before, so. Yung joke
Gino,
ninyo,
naalala mo yung Monzit episode?
totoo yun dati. Somebody
Yun yung
did it to me
Monsit
in
episode.
an old show, man.
Gino,
Dahil
naalala mo
doon,
yung
meron
Monzit episode?
nabuong
No, why?
love sa
Where
Di
we
ko
had
alam yung
the cat episode. The cat episode where we had a surprise guest, which was Monzit.
Si Monzit.
Parang ganun.
Wink, wink,
Pero ito
nod.
dalawa.
Pero ito
Naku.
dalawa, Gino,
Nax.
ipag-aaway namin, papagsabong namin silang dalawa.
Wow.
For you.
Pwede naman, tatlo.
All right. So,
Mga balita ngayong linggo. Speaking
you're
of,
going to Pampanga, right?
Who's going to Pampanga?
Oh wait, Jolly, you're going to Pampanga, di ba? 12-time
Ano ba yan?
Ironman
Ito
finisher
mo
si
naman,
Jolly.
di ba magko-cover ka?
12 time ang puta. Ilang beses na ba nag-Ironman? Less than 12 times pa lang yata.
28 times na si Jolly nag-Ironman.
28 times. Lupit.
Panahon pa ni Jesus nag-Ironman na yan.
Sandali, we've got one of your
Kasama
super
ko-
fans here in the waiting room. This person's been wanting to
Nako.
meet with you for a while. I don't know
Sino yan?
kung what you did to this person, but this person is super, super into you, man. Like super
Nax.
into you.
Nice.
One of the beautiful people.
Nako,
Beautiful.
Sino yan?
In motorcycling world.
Sobrang chick siguro yan.
Oh my God, it's Jinno Rufino!
Idol ko yan. Dude, see,
Laglag ng panty ko!
did you just come
Hey,
from Vic's
guys.
house?
What?
Did you just come from Vic's house?
No. We didn't train today. I was just busy, and then I got the call that there's some dude on this show, and they needed a super fan. I'm like, okay, sure. As long as we're not talking about basketball, I guess I can turn up.
So I'm going to take this opportunity to plug the Moto Deal channel, because we just launched a video. Mark and I did a long-term review of his XSR 700 and my XSR 900. And so that's up on the Moto Deal YouTube channel, and it's the longest video we've done, and I trimmed it down already by I think 30% from what original
Ilang
length it
minutes
was.
yung total ng video na yan?
Ngayon siguro mga 26 na. Kasi that when the first release was over 30 minutes. So
Now,
we
So
had to
you
cut
guys
it down.
must tune into that. The other, speaking of couples and counseling and cyberbullying, balita ko may NBI case ngayon. Pinail mo, Gino. So my question
Kalokohan
is,
tong mga to
Gino,
What up?
why do you hate Mark Sung? Or is it the other way around?
I think it's the other way around, because
Or
you
is
know
the feeling mutual ba?
Mark Sung will not ride with me unless it's on a trail or some trail involved. And the last time I did that, pinagsak ko yung bagong Tenere 700 ko.
And who held your hand in the hospital, checking up on your tenors and onto the next
Mark Sung, king of the Budol rides.
Yeah.
So
So the last time, guys, so the last time naglubo kami, sabi ko kay Mark Sung, no, we'll be home by 2:30. Yeah, sure. Mga 4 o'clock, nandun pa kami sa lubo.
That's a
Question.
And home by 4 p.m. We're at the home of our friend in Subic at 4 p.m.
Kasalanan mo pala, Gino, kung hindi mo sinabi kung kaninong bahay. You didn't say whose house, whose home. All right, question. Who here has been boodled by Mark Song?
Yeah, here, me. Easy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
anyone
wait,
that
wait,
is
wait,
written
hold on,
with
hold on.
Mark Sung has been boodled by Mark Sung.
Yeah.
Even
But
Mark
it dep-
Song has been boodled by Mark Song.
Yeah, but depends on your definition of boodle, right? So boodle meaning ride boodle or purchase boodle. Because I've done
Ride
both.
Ah,
Ako both eh.
Double whammy.
Guilty of the purchasing boodle. I admit that. Everything else I deny. Pero gusto ko
kailangan,
jolly. Ay,
kailangan
narinig.
magkaroon tayong annual event na King of the Boodles.
Yan,
King
si
of the
Mark Sung
Boodles.
yan. King of the
Yeah.
boodles.
That's
But,
a special award.
But Iba, when I was about to learn how to ride, well, Mark Nelson even brought me a nice book, Things to Know Before You Ride a Motorcycle, something like that. Brought a book to me. And then Jinno really literally held my hand and took care of me while I was learning how to ride. So
And then how do you pay them back? How do you say thank you?
Boodle.
So, learning of the week, always pay it forward, except kay Mark Song.
So we'll just go quickly through the news. What's been happening in the moto scene? Have you guys seen this? Bianca, first picture.
Yeah.
Harry
Eh,
Roque
palang puta.
posted that he back rode going to a rally because of the traffic. Turns out it was like 20 meters from the stage.
Ano bang 20 meters?
Jesus.
Wow.
Hindi pa
Well,
nag-helmet.
in the
Hindi
sport
pa
of
nag-helmet.
he's in
Wala pang
20
helmet,
meters is
oh.
a long way for him to walk.
Yeah, I guess
That
for
is-
him, medyo malayo yan, di ba?
Oo nga naman.
Normally medyo coops yung ganung comment eh. Pero kasi yung sa fitness level ni Gino tsaka ni Mark Nelson, medyo okay lang. May karapatan sila.
Kami ni Jolly nasasaktan kami. Because
Pero
like 20 meters is pretty
I'm
far.
starting out.
Concerned
Hold on
ako
a second, I'm
dun
just
sa,
gonna get
sa
earphones.
motorcycle rider. Buti hindi nawala yung motor niya.
All right. Next, Bianca.
Ito,
ano yan?
Checkpoint.
kaninang
Motor na
umaga, 4 na checkpoint yung nakita ko sa San Juan pa lang.
Why?
At
Comelec.
ito nakakainis. Motorsiklo lang ang chine-checkpoint. So, kung seryoso ka nag-checkpoint because of the gun ban law, dahil election, and to prevent criminality in the metro, bakit, motorsiklo lang ang na-checkpoint? Hindi kasama lahat. Di ba? Masyado tayong nadidiscriminate sa kalye. Kaya, bumoto ng tama sa eleksyon.
Bakbago, party list.
Boboto ng Tunay na rider, party list. Number 69 sa balota.
What do you guys do when you encounter a checkpoint? Have you ever had like any bad experiences? Mark?
Bad experiences, no. I did, leaving my village once, I did an illegal left turn.
Well, I mean, that's your fault.
Exactly. And a guy pulled me over. I was like, sir. I was like, okay, fair enough. Yep, you got me. What do you want? My license? Okay, when do I get it back? How do I go? I have to go to the city hall and pick it up and all that. So yeah, I was caught fair and square. So yeah, no. Oh, actually, not on a bike, but in a car. You know that area of EDSA near Ortigas, where they always catch you for swerving up
Yes.
near the Shangri-La Plaza?
Yeah.
Many years ago, I got busted for that, and I still think it's the most bullshit excuse for a pullover. Swerving.
But I think Mark is like the checkpoints where they stop scooters only and they don't stop big bikes. Have you ever been?
Oh. Yes, actually I have. And I was really surprised that I got pulled over on a big bike.
What bike were you
I'm trying to
using?
remember. I think it was the Cafe 400 or maybe the Himalayan.
Did you have a shirt on or your shirt was off?
I had my shirt on, which is why they didn't recognize me and let me go straight away.
So, di ko ma-imagine yung logic nun, Mark. So, like, pag pinara ka ng police, you just take off your shirt. Then when it's your abs, they're like, oh, si Mark Nelson pala yan. Sige,
I was like, no. Kasi I'm riding motorbike. This is my ABS. Safety first.
Only Mark Nelson can get away with that joke. No one else can.
Jinno can also.
Jinno then.
I take off my shirt and then the cops are like, oh, he's a policeman also.
What about you, Jinno? Have you been at a checkpoint? What's your worst checkpoint story? How do you get out of it?
I mean, I've been pulled over a couple of times, honestly. But in the checkpoint, I've been no real issues. Like I literally got off the bike. I showed them my ORCR, my license, and then they let me go. So, but during that time, I was in my first bike, which actually Mark was one of the guys who spearheaded that purchase with my friends. Thank you very much, by the way, my friend. And so they stopped me, and then I showed them my ORCR. I showed them the license, and they let me go. Also, if you speak to them nicely, they'll usually let you go anyway. And it's I've never really had any issues. Although I admittedly one time I was using my my XRM, and I was coming from, this was during, I think it was GCQ, and I was coming from Brixton, and they stopped me. But when I started talking to them, they didn't, it wasn't a big deal. But I mean, they let other bikes go, but they stopped me. I don't know if it's a discrimination for the bike or what. But I guess there was a red flag on small underbones for some reason.
And then, yeah, I mean, I really do feel there is, like, if you are on a European scooter or a European motorcycle, when I do like borrow bikes, I do feel they let me go, and they don't pull me over. They don't wave me down. But when I am on one of my crappy scooters, definitely they'll stop me.
Pag nakakab ka, sure ball yun.
Pag nakakab ako.
But
why the cub? I beg to differ. Kasi meron isang beses noon, kasama ko sila Jojo at saka Jolly. All of them was on a big bike, and I was using my old cub. Lahat sila pinara, ako pinapaalis ako nung pulis.
Tapos si Bak pa nun yung ini-insist na ibigay pakita yung lisensya sa pulis.
Sabi nung pulis, umaantar pa pala yan, sir. Tago mo na yung lisensya, baka malaglag pa.
Galing kaming coffee shop pa nun, tapos parang si Bag, may mga sachet nung coffee beans. Yun ba yun, yung gabi na yun?
Inutusan
yung pagkabukas mo ng bag mo, parang
yung mga kape.
Sir, ano yan? Inilawan agad yung mga ziplock.
May branding ba yung sachets or wala?
Wala. Foil na color.
Okay, finally, Mark Song, why do you hate Jinno Rufino?
But it's just common knowledge that people under a certain height have less rights. But
holy shit!
It's nothing really again. It's really the way the world works, no?
No, but honestly,
writing if not for Jinno actually. So I have a lot of kidding aside. So
all heights matter,
actually,
Mark.
I wanted to invite you guys to greet Jinno a belated birthday.
Yes.
Ay, sayang. Hindi ko pala nabigay kay Bianca yung pinaghirapan kong poster ni Jinno nung kanyang birthday.
Thank you.
Pero sige, di bale, okay lang.
Happy birthday, Jins.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Actually, this imagine like the past couple of years, no, like with the lockdown and everything, it was hard, but this year was pretty good. So the entire month of March was really, really good. So sana tuloy-tuloy na.
Iba, lakihan mo yung yung si Jinno, tapos kakantahan natin. Tingnan natin kung mapapayak natin.
Yeah.
Actually-
So I mean, thanks guys for dropping by, man.
Oh, thanks so much for having us. It's been awesome.
We'll continue
And-
watching the
Yes.
My
And,
concern
yeah.
is that all of our viewers are now in the show. That's my concern.
Once Mark and I leave, you'll have 2 viewers again.
Yeah.
Ayun, para dumami-dami naman.
Uy, gusto kong batiin pala si Jinno kasi kahapon may ginawa akong Ducati na Street Fighter. Pinaprep namin for Ironman.
Kay
Tapos-
Jinno
Street
yun.
Fighter for Iron Man?
Kay
Oo.
Jinno yun.
Hindi,
Who's writing that?
tapos,
Oh.
kwento niya, pangarap daw niya mag-Tenere 700. Tapos tinanong sa akin, Jolly, sobrang tangkad ba ng Tenere 700? Sabi ko, oo, medyo matangkad talaga yung bike kasi si Jinno, naka-Tenere 700 na naka-low seat. Kasi yung height lang nung adventure ko, which is, malaki na siyang bike, diba, to begin with. Sabi niya bigla, parang, shit, si Jinno Rufino. Oo, sikat yun dun sa Ducati Street Fighter na Facebook group namin. Sabi ko,
Wow.
bakit? Anong ginawa ni Jinno? Kasi nag-review daw siya ng Ducati Street Fighter. Na parang may mga aftermarket. Parang kinostomize yata.
It was-
parang, umirit si Jinno na parang,
Ang pangit ng
customize.
windscreen.
sabi nila parang, di
100,000.
namin alam kung sino may-ari rin, pero kawawa naman yung tao na.
Oh, these 2 Marks know the owner also very well.
yes.
Yep.
Do I know the owner?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Will I
Yes.
be seeing the owner tomorrow?
Yes, you will.
Okay, kilala ko na kung sino.
Yung kapatid o siya mismo?
May kapatid siya, pero yung Street Fighter ng kapatid niya mas maganda.
Oo, kasi puro carbon yun eh.
The other parts are like more expensive than dirt bikes.
Dude, no, okay. That Street Fighter, the add-ons of that Street Fighter is already like $1 million almost.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yung Acra pa lang ng Street Fighter na yun, what, 200,000?
Damn.
Or around that much?
Grabe.
It's insane. It's insane.
Wow, how many
But
Teneres could you buy for that?
quite
For
a
that
lot.
bike?
Tineres.
He took off some parts, changed it with Lazada.
They'll never know the difference.
But seriously,
Pero-
yeah. No, but okay, even the owner doesn't like the windscreen. He doesn't like the way it looks. It's just he likes it there because when he rides, it stops. It does its job. So it's more purpose.
It's functional. Yeah.
It's more functional than style. So okay lang. I mean, it's
But
there's
you
people
don't
like that.
get a Street Fighter
Street Fighter.
if you want a windscreen.
Yeah, but even in the track,
Agree.
even on the track, it you can feel it. So I
Yeah,
guess
but I mean
was
that's the point of a naked bike.
yeah. I mean, I guess
It's like
but
Mark Nelson looking for off-road tires for his XSR. He wanted to get 50/50s, right?
Well, yes, I was looking at 50/50s, and then I decided 30/70 is probably a little smarter, a bit of a smarter option.
But you were able to use it.
Yeah, I was able to use it. I rode it up to Sagada and everything on the street tires, but yeah, having something a little more suitable to a bit of off-road would be handy for some of the places that I end up taking that bike, which is everywhere.
Which is everywhere. In the Philippines, 70/30, I think, is the way to go for like any bike.
Yes, agree 100%.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
Tsaka,
may
ano
hirit
naman
si
eh,
Jolly.
Hindi. I mean, di ba yung mga ibang tao like natatakot sa dual sport tires? I mean, kaya nga may ABS at saka traction control yung mga motor natin.
yung kay Mark walang traction control.
Oh,
yung XSR
wala.
700.
The 700?
Wala.
Wala.
Yun lang.
Oh.
Look at Mark Song's shaking his head. He said, "You should have never bought that bike. You should have bought the 900 instead."
But
you
luckily, I
know,
haven't needed it yet.
you know why I ended up with the XSR 900 over the 700? So I was about to buy the 700 already. I set aside in my bank account, okay, ito na yun. This was the budget. It's pasok sa budget. I'm gonna buy it. Done. And then I saw XSR 900 on Facebook. In fact, I actually know the owner of that bike. And then I told Mark, oh, there's a 900. I may as well look at it. No? And then Mark said, sige, look at it. So I go to the guy's house, and then Mark Sung shows up in the guy's house. And then so I ride the bike. Honestly, I did like it kasi may naka-Acra na siya, quick shifter and all that kind of stuff. So it's like, it's kind of cool. I kind of like this one instead. Pero it's above my budget. And Mark would not leave the house until I shake hands and give a check to the guy, the owner, so that he did not, I don't know why he did not want me to buy the XSR 700 and he forced me to buy the 900. So much so that siya pa yung banko ko to loan for the balance.
Uy, okay
Thank you very much, Mark. So,
may Mark Sung financing.
Oo, sama ka.
He also made the mistake of bringing me to see the Tenere 700.
Yes, so that's another one, right? So actually, these two Marks are a big part of my motorcycle journey because of, well, Mark Nelson was the guy who kind of really convinced me or pushed me over the edge and to actually start riding. In fact, I'm sure he was the one who convinced everybody to chip in and actually buy my first bike.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty.
And then Mark Sung is the one who kind of forced me to get the bigger bikes.
So si Mark Sung pala nang bubudol lang nga sa trail, nang bubudol pa sa motorsiklo.
Kaya nga eh. So it's not, and then not just that. Yung mga jacket, yung mga iba-iba, he goes, tara, ride Manila tayo. You need to change your battery. Let's just check if they have the battery there. Pagdating ko doon, you wanna try this jacket? You wanna try this? You wanna try this? You wanna buy this?
Nabudol pa lang ako ni Mark to buy
Enabler.
Nabudol.
Kaya
First
pala.
time ko mag-ride Manila, si Mark yung nagdala sa akin.
Kaya pala nagmamadali lagi si Mark Sung pag nasa ride Manila tayo dati, yung dumaan tayong tatlo. Uy guys, bilisan nyo, umalis na tayo dali. Para tayo lang, usap pa kami. Paglabas namin, mas maraming nabili si Mark Sung.
Oo nga, hassle yun.
He's probably a secret shareholder.
Si Mark binubuldo din ako to get a 790.
Oh.
Hey, Dino.
Yeah.
Yan na. Sold!
Dino, I'll pick one up pagkasama si Mark Sung kasi may special financing plan pala.
And then the Tenere 700, since he's still here, I'll complete this story. I was leaving for the States that same day. As in that evening, I was gonna go home and then like everything was packed. And I was literally just gonna look at it and then decide. And hopefully in the 2 months that I was gone or a month and a half I was gone, it'd still be around. Mark Sung said, no. You can start depositing, you can start transferring from your online account while you're in the States. And then when it's done, they'll deliver it to my showroom, to his office. Yun, na-convince ako. So I ended up because of that.
Wow.
And it never moved. It never moved an inch. Yeah, no off-roading for that one.
That's crazy. So you guys really started your motorcycle journey together. And I guess since you're all here, what's it? I mean, you've upgraded multiple bikes, Mark Sung. Jinno just told us the last couple of bikes he's bought, the XRM, the Tenere, the XSR, in the span of the pandemic. What has gotten you guys more into riding because of the pandemic? I mean, what's been inspiring you to ride? Mark Sung.
Yeah, well, me, I literally learned how to ride during hard lockdown. So the whole experience, just for me, the driving force now is learning. I'm still struggling, like on road to twisties. I still feel awkward. So the inspiration me to learn how is really just to learn how to ride more. That's it.
For me, I think, especially during lockdown, everyone's craving a little bit of freedom. And that is exactly what motorbikes give to the rider. It's a sense of freedom of being able to get out there and spread your wings, so to speak. So I remember during lockdown, even if it was, I'll take the motorbike to get groceries in a backpack, when you're all lining up and face shielded and everything, or I would do like a lap, just like half a kilometer down to the gas station to put like 100 pesos of gas in the tank, just to be able to get out. And then when we were able to go a little bit further afield, the roads were nice and clear, which is fantastic. But it was just, nice to get a breath of fresh air. I always called it, and I've got to quote our friend Brad in Australia, who introduced me to this term. It's mental health on two wheels. And that's exactly what it is. When you're cooped up at home for extended periods of time and you just jump on a bike, it is like meditation, because you're focused. You're focused on one thing. You got to pay attention, but you're also appreciating everything around you. You're purely living in the moment. That Japanese sense of ichigo ichi, just appreciating everything that you're experiencing right there, like in the here and now, is exactly what motorbike riding is all about.
And that's
Okay,
the whole
the
show.
show's
See
over.
you next week.
Jinno, that's a tough act to follow.
No, but I completely agree with him. That's well, first of all, I just want to point something out also. Mark Nelson rides a motorbike to our friend's house, which is 2 streets down from where he lives. So the other
Harry
day,
Roque.
Harry Rocket style.
Harry Rocket style, 20 meters away, he'll ride a motorbike.
Yeah, Harry and I have the same fitness level.
You're a Tunay na rider.
Yan ang tunay na
Even
rider
if
talaga.
it's just a 20-meter ride, he will ride.
No, but it's the same as Nelson said, because for me it's a little bit different also, because it's kind of my job also to ride motorcycles. And it's although do I really call it a job? Well, it's a job, but it's not work, because I truly enjoy it. And I know for a fact that riding motorbikes or getting into that whole lifestyle has really helped me throughout the pandemic and throughout everything that's happened throughout the pandemic. So I would say, mental health on two wheels is the most accurate term to say when you're talking about motorcycles and why people ride. And it's something also because as Nelson said, when you're super hyper focused, living in the moment, there's nothing else that matters. No matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening out there, at that very moment, that specific moment when you're on the bike, nothing matters. It's just that, you on the bike and riding, enjoying that particular moment.
So I see a lot of really, really romantic pictures of you and Mark Nelson in some beautiful places. That's the thing with riding motorcycles. I've gone to more romantic, beautiful resorts and have had awesome dinners by the sunset with my biker buds than I have with my significant other, right? And you've got another great ride coming up this weekend. How did you guys prepare? Aside from calling Buck and Jolly.
Thank you. Your ride? Thank you very much, guys. First of all, Jolly and Buck and Jojo for coming together and fixing my Himalayan for this weekend's ride, for fixing my little electrical problem. We've got a little ride heading down to a friend's beach house to catch up with the Barcada. This is the first time most of the Barcada is going to be getting together in 2 years. So it is special, and I think this is going to be our first time riding to that beach house as well. Normally, in the old days, we used to drive there. And for me, at least, it was always like, okay, going to our friend's beach house, I don't want to drive. Like, can I get a lift with someone? Because I don't like long drives. I hate being stuck in traffic. It's a pain in the butt. But now we're going, and I'm like, oh, hey, cool. Yeah, let's go. Let's ride.
It's an excuse to ride.
The excitement of travel. I hate long drives, but I love long rides. There is a world of difference.
Yeah, and he really hates long. I mean, Mark has ADD in that sense. No, actually, these two Marks have ADD. Maybe Nelson's is not as prominent as Sung's, but it is pretty bad too. But he cannot sit in a car for more than like 2 hours.
That's what makes Mark Sung the perfect executive coach for me. Because like I know I've got a limit, and then he'll probably hit it too, and be like, all right, move on.
We're done.
Yeah. But it's everybody. Well, most of us that's here in the Barkada that's in the Philippines are supposed to be there this weekend, and some of them are not in the Philippines, so it's be there in spirit. So yeah, it's about time. We've been planning it we've been wanting to do that for a long time now.
Yeah.
We had no plans for the show at all, and I know it's not obvious because we're so professional. Super smooth. But to celebrate Gino's birthday, we got a sponsor, Serve Manila, and we'll be giving away 2 kits and an introduction to the world of gin by Serve Manila. Please don't drink and ride. This is something you do at home. They will send you 5 50 milliliter samples of different types of gin. You will have an expert, award-winning mixologist walk you through them. And all you got to do is comment and you can win one of the 2 kits. Gin for Gino.
For
Wrong
Gino.
Wrong spelling.
Buck said, hindi ba cocktails for Gino? All right. And speaking of sponsors, horrible segue, but we've partnered with NordVPN through Podmetrics. And for you guys to also enjoy the same experience, they have an amazing promo right now that allows you to get 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free when you use our link in the description and type in the code TNR before checking out. They also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Sign up for NordVPN now.
Woohoo! Iba. Kailangan na natin pauwiin tong dalawang Mark kasi i-guess pa natin to sa ibang episode.
Oo nga, iniisip ko how do we politely tell them to leave? Kasi they've definitely...
Si Gino na lang magpapalis sa kanila.
My audio is not working. How about yours, Mark? I can't hear what they're saying.
Pro na pro eh.
Obviously not well thought out. But you guys can stay, you can go. It's all good.
Guys, thanks for we've overstayed our welcome already. Actually, thank you. We'll continue as spectators. We'll continue the harassment in the chat room.
Indeed.
Please do.
All right, guys. Nice hanging out. I've got to go and attend to more important things like rearranging my sock drawer. So I'll leave you guys.
Mag-ABS maintenance pa yan.
Yeah.
Oh, ABS maintenance.
Mark Nelson, you have to take off your shirt before leaving, though.
Take it.
Go Eva.
Bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Marks.
Parang na-stress si Gino ah.
And Gino's like, who would they invite? Who did you think we were going to invite? Because I could tell you were stressed out.
I don't know. No, because my old show did that to me. On Ancipa, live on ANC, they did that. They put somebody on the call and live on TV. So it was kind of strange. Put it that way.
We had no plan whatsoever.
Gino, may maganda akong tanong na naisip. Kasi grabe yung grabe maglabas ng review ang Moto Deal eh.
Yeah.
Halos buwan-buwan eh. sa lahat ng mga motorsiklong nasubukan mo, saan doon yung parang ayaw na ibalik?
Lahat.
Actually, that's a great question.
Lahat.
Yung mga tipong yung parang tipong paggamit mo ng motor, parang shit, mali yung XSR 900 parang yung napaganon ka.
Yeah, no, I
Feeling
mean,
ko the reason you bought an XSR was because you got the demo on XSR and you were like, this is a great bike.
yeah, no. The reason why I bought it is because the time I was in Lemery when Taal volcano
the
erupted,
volcano.
I was on the XSR and I was like, wow, if I survived that, that's the bike that I wanted. But I think it's hard. Like, I mean, I didn't want to return the GS. I didn't want to return. I didn't want to return actually a lot. Like each bike has its special thing, right? It's not, there's no perfect motorcycle out there. So like even like
Hindi ba yung Tenero yung perfect bike for you?
well, it's mine, so so it's not going anywhere. But even like the Svart, you know, that's the Husky. I didn't want to return that because it's so nice in the city because it's small, it's narrow, you can filter. I mean, perfect city bike siya. So, and then it's you can take it on the expressway. So, and it's fun in the twisties. I liked it. I really like that bike. So I can make a case for every bike that I wanted to not return. The MV Agusta.
Napaka-political yung sagot.
But it's true. Like even the MV Agusta, like the mga brutale, mga ganyan. I love looking at the bike almost as much as I love riding it. Like it's I can stare at it and be like, ang ganda talaga ng motor na to. Motorcycle art. I mean, it's really a good looking motorcycle. And they really put their thought into it when they designed that. So each bike has its own pros, definitely a lot of cons also. But yeah, I could say, Jolly, 95% of the bikes that I've tried, I do not want to return. Sometimes kasi medyo malayo yung shop.
kahit MV Agusta, hindi ka nahirapan sa Agusta.
No eh. Like I mean the seat has improved. That was my main concern or main complaint about the old Brutale. The seat was super tigas. Pero the newer one, may memory foam na yung seat nila. So it's you know, quite comfortable considering it still looks the same, but it's just more give or more cushy than the previous model.
Okay.
Alam mo, may share lang ako sa MV Agusta. So, nakatatlo na kami na MV Agusta na review for Ride PH, di ba? Suabe. As in, comfort-wise, matulin, di ba? As in, it's a really good bike. Ganda tingnan. Ang problema lang, lahat ng shoot namin for Ride PH sa Brixton ng 3 p.m. Galing ako dito sa Maginhawa. So, no choice ka kundi mag-EDSA ng rush hour. So, 3 out of 3 times nag-overheat sa akin yung bike. Really?
The MV? You know, with the Brutale, my ako naman, my down with it, the thing that I don't like about it, it's very low. So sa humps minsan sumasayad siya. So parang it's not, I think it's not conducive to some of the roads that we have in Manila. Kasi because diba some humps are super high for some reason.
Yung sobrang tambok, yung so triangle.
Well, I bottomed it out. It's
Joanne, kung pumutok yung head gasket ng MV Agusta, si Jolly pala na 3 beses overheat.
Iba-ibang motorsiklo yun. Iba-ibang motor yun. Iba-ibang model yun.
So check niyo yung 3, baka butas na yung mga gasket.
Okay, so going to adding to Jolly's question, you have ridden all of the awesome bikes in the Philippines, right? Nakapila yon. But you have bought, like you've ridden all the brand new awesome bikes, but you have bought secondhand Japanese bikes.
Both secondhand. I'm cheap. No, I mean, and it's because the truth is I can probably afford to buy a BMW R90. I may not be able to afford to keep it, like if something happens to it, that's like what, 20,000 every time you bring it to the casa.
Mhm.
So it's for other people. I get it. If kung the budget is there, sure, why not? But for me personally, I have other things to spend the money on that I need to. So, and I think with the Japanese bikes, it's you get more bang for your buck. You don't for your bakpago, but you don't. You don't. It's what the PMS of the XSR is 4,000 pesos. How much is that of a BMW? 10 at least.
Mhm.
Di lang.
So
PMS
maybe
ng
more.
BM sa mga 12 yata sa kasa ngayon.
okay, so 12. So I mean it's a third of the price. And I honestly don't get bothered by a lot of my friends have European bikes. Actually, majority of them have European bikes. Even when I ride with sila Totti, Totti Alberto of Ducati, like all of them, like expensive, expensive foreign European brands. But to me, it's just a bike. Like it doesn't. There's no sense of hierarchy in terms of whether it's a Triumph, a Ducati, a BMW,
XRM, which is what
or
you use.
XRM,
Mhm.
yeah, or anything. Like it's to me, it's all the same. It's just two. It's got two wheels and an engine. That's
Yan ang
what
tunay
matters.
na rider.
Tapos na yung show.
No, okay, so you won't answer which bike you'd bring home. So I want to put you in the spot again.
No, I would bring home the GS. That's my.
You would bring home
the
the
GS. Yeah, the Multistrada. Those two are the ones that are like, all right. Sure.
I'll tell you, Mark Song. That's why I need a Tenere and an African twin.
But it's the Africa Twin. I tried to ride my friend's Africa Twin. Hindi talaga kaya. Tangkad eh. It's too tall.
So, okay. Obviously, and as repeated by Mark Sung live and in the comment section, I think that for Moto Deals, you are the best reviewer because of your height, right? It's slightly above average Filipino height. It's something that, but what do you think is the most comfortable bike for Filipinos in general, or the best bike for Filipinos in general, riding around in the city, an all-around bike?
Can I say the XRM 125?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely proven by the numbers.
I mean that it's fuel efficient. The engine is bulletproof. You can go anywhere with it. I mean it's a really perfect bike in terms of riding it around the city, or if you need to go to the province, ride it around the province and the farms. It's perfect. Can you get on the expressway? No, you can't. Yun lang yung downfall ng bike na yun. Right? But if you're talking about big bike, it's a little bit different. Right? I would say the XSR 900. I mean, it's my bike, and maybe I'm a little bit biased with it, but I can't get over the fact that the cost of maintenance relatively more affordable than the other bikes out there. And the fun factor nandun pa rin eh. Parang I get more fun. The fun factor of the XSR 900, it's very hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bang for your buck talaga yung XSR.
Bang for your buck. And I plus I love the styling of it.
Pero hindi ba yun, Gino? Doesn't it like apply to like most Japanese bikes?
Yeah.
Parang characteristics ng Japanese bikes yung being like really cheap.
Yeah, no, but it's ano yun eh, parang, but that's part of the, like, it seems, at least in my head, I know I could be wrong, but the mga what does it say? Can we get you
Gino, sabi ni Dino Santos, medyo he would like to change your mind. Baka daw gusto sumusubukan yung 790 Adventure or yung Duke 790.
I have tried the 790 Adventure. I love that bike, and in fact, I was so shocked that when I tried it out, it was I was actually kind of scared to be honest with you, because during that time, Moto Deal was what, maybe 2 months old, 3 months old, and I hadn't really ridden a bike that big. So that was really the first bike I rode na ganyang kalaki. And I was so surprised that I was able to handle it pretty easily. And it's a great bike. It absolutely is.
Nako,
Uy,
ito yung
Jinno,
magandang
sama kami.
yaya. Let's ride to
Yun,
the
let's do
factory. Yeah.
That's
Invited
something
ka
that
ba
I
kami sa invite?
Oo nga. Di ba plano natin yan original?
Parang ano second episode natin to na naging plano but hindi pa naging.
but when KTM opened the factory here, that's a big step.
Tara, ano tayo? Educational tour.
Okay yun.
With KTM factory.
Plant visit.
Ano to?
I won't put my head up kasi yung t-shirt ko iba eh. So baka
Ano to?
Si Jinno tuloy,
Maraming
hindi
t-shirt ko eh,
hindi
so-
makasit up tayo si Jinno.
Hindi ako makasit up. Dino's watching. So hanggang dito na lang ako.
Libre naman yan. Binigay lang naman yan eh. Hindi mo binili. So you can wear it.
Anong brand ba yan? Triumph?
Di ba underwear lang yan?
Oh, bra.
Oh. Ironically,
Triumph,
yung mga
dyan ang
Triumph
ano
na
dyan sa
underwear, di ba?
Araneta
British
eh.
din yun.
Hindi.
Oh, yun. Dino, I'm gonna PM you and we're gonna take you up on that offer. We'll do a Jinno Rufino Moto Deals Tunay na Rider crossover episode.
Sama na rin si Mark Song tsaka si Mark Nelson.
Yeah,
Tapos
papayag yan.
hindi pwede naka-t-shirt si Jinno tsaka si Mark Nelson.
Nakahubad on SLEX going to
O tara na
Laguna.
daw, sabi ni Dino.
Hi,
Nako,
Christine.
Christine Lee, KTM.
Ayan, KTM fan, di ba?
KTM
She's
love. Oh, yun. Sama si Mark Song.
O Dino, Gino, sabi ni Dino. Walang
Wag
problema
natin
sa ibang
sama
brand.
wag natin sama yung mga BMW lover, baka baka sabutahin yung yung factory nila Dino.
Sige guys, kita-kita na lang tayo sa pag balik na siguro.
Jolly, was it Iba who said that you mentioned that as a reviewer for my height, which is average height of the Filipino, but Christine is amazing when she rides a bike. I mean, how tall? Christine is what, 5?
3,
5'3"? No.
3.5.
Oh, speaking of Christine, Buck, you wanted to say something.
Si Christine, eto guys, summer ngayon. Ewan ko kung maniniwala sa akin si Jolly o hindi, pero ang dami ko nang nakikita na nasisiraan ng baterya ngayong summer. It has something to do with the heat. So, i-check nyo yung mga baterya nyo kung in good condition pa.
Yun.
Check
Paano
nyo.
ba i-check?
Tinan mo.
Paano ba i-check back?
Nasiraan ako ng baterya. Ang dami ko rin kakilalang nasiraan ng baterya. Puro electrical problems. Kasi sira na yung baterya nila. Pero since Yuasa Adventure Motorsports ang gamit ko, pinadala na ko nila ng baliktad.
Uy, YTZ, yung gawa pa sa Japan.
Oo. Ano to
Grabe.
Warranty claim.
Oo.
Kasi baterya nila may warranty. Kaya kung bibili rin lang naman kayo ng baterya, dapat Yuasa Adventure Motorsport. Ano yun?
Adventure Sport Yuasa. Adventure
Sports Yuasa.
The worst. The worst.
Teka, when I asked you guys, I needed a battery for my XSR 900. You guys didn't offer that.
Oy, ako ino-offer ko lagi ito. Baka si Jolly hindi. Ang gusto niya kasi
hindi in-offer ni Jolly.
Yung
si Jolly
motobat
yun.
ni
BMW yan.
Pipoy. Yung baterya ni Pipoy yung pinopromote niyan eh. Ako, pinopromote ko. Adventure Sports Yuasa.
Wala
Bakit
kami
lang?
commission dyan, ha?
Yung
Si
baterya
Jolly may
naman,
commission doon, eh.
yung baterya ni Pipoy nanggagaling din sa Yuasa, ano ba? Kaya, moral of the story, dapat kumukuha kayo ng baterya sa legitimate Yuasa dealer.
Oo.
Oo,
Tulad
hindi
ng
mga
Adventure
more
Sport
legit.
Yuasa.
Oo.
Kasi ang dami dyan mga smuggler. Mga
Smuggler.
hindi nagbabayad ng tax.
Oo, magugulang.
Oh, wait. Sabi ni Mark, walang stock at the time. So, ngayon, baka meron na.
Ay, meron na kasi yung XSR, yung mga baterya daw for the XSRs, naubos.
Yan, humirit
Oh,
na.
we have
Ganun
stocks
kagaling
daw,
yung
sabi ni
service,
Kari.
boss.
Oo.
Tignan mo,
we
ang
have
bilis
stock
ng
na.
service.
Oo. Tapos
Di
kaka-message
tapos
sa
yung
akin ni
show.
Kari last week, na-clear na daw sa customs. Okay
Yeah,
na
no,
daw.
I asked Carrie for the XSR.
Oo.
Galing ng service
customs
talaga
daw.
na. Teka, may nagko-call, may nagtatanong sa ano. Hello?
Yun ang part-time job ni Buck sa call center ng Yuasa eh. Hello, Yuasa Tech Support.
Hello, tech support.
Hindi, pero grabe yung lalo na ngayon kasi Iron Man, so maraming mga big bike na natago sa storage, just biglang ginamit. Daming pumalyang battery talaga these past few weeks.
But totoo ba yan because of the heat? Sometimes I don't know if when Buck is joking or not. Eh.
Me neither.
I don't know if it's true. Parang minsan joke ba to? Hindi.
Hindi talagang, sa tingin ko talaga, Gino, dahil talaga yung cycle ng mga bikes hindi nagamit. Yung, alam mo yun, kasi yung mga pandemic, di ba? Tsaka yung sitwasyon ng mundo ngayon, medyo mahirap mag-ride eh. So maraming batch at mga bikes na hindi nagamit.
Maraming fake news ngayon.
Speaking of Iron Man, si Motobex, I think nasa San Fernando, madami daw nang gigigil sa NLEX. Nasasali bukas sa Iron Man.
Marami nang kakasabukas.
Anuhin naman natin to si Motobex. Bigyan natin ng words of
wisdom.
fairness.
Ayun.
Ingat ka, Motobex, sa pagsali mo dyan sa Iron Man.
Oo.
Galingan mo.
Alam mo, ang Iron Man talaga, hindi mo kailangan makipagkarera o makipagbakbakan sa ibang nakamotorsiklo. Ang kalaban mo sa Iron Man is yourself.
Take it from a 52 times world champion of Iron Man, Jolly Alarcon.
16 times pa lang ang Iron Man sa buong kasaysayan nila.
No, but Jolly, so I have a question. No? But why not just do it yourself? Why do you have to join the event?
Yan.
Para may libreng t-shirt. Pangalawa,
And
para may
patch,
certificate.
Yung
lang ba
patch, yung
habol mo ron?
certificate at saka yung sticker.
Basically, para may mayabang lang. May
Bragging rights.
Actually, sabi naman talaga ng mga organizers, talagang bragging rights naman talaga yung makukuha mo. At saka, Gino, nakakatawa ngayon kasi nung Sabado kasi na-guest namin sila Boss Tay tsaka si Aris Cuevas. Grabe yung mga hinanda nilang mga raffle for the finishers. As in, ang lumalabas, parang 300 plus na papremyo, tapos ilan yung sumali? 1,300. So, imagine mo kung makatapos man lahat ng mga yun, may 25% chance ko na of winning a motorcycle agad.
Wow.
Okay. Di pa 25%. Sabi manalong premyo.
Sandali, Jolly. Arguably, mas mataas yung chances mo kasi yung sa Tunay na rider, halos 250% chance of winning. Something.
Pero kasi sa Iron Man, ang pinapapremyo mo motorsiklo. Tayo, pinapapremyo natin yun.
Nanonood pa ba si Dino Santos, si Tito Dino? Kasi alam nyo ba na ang ipaparapol na motor sa Iron Man ay the best bikes in the world?
Ano yun?
KTM, syempre.
No, talaga?
Oo.
Sponsor ng Iron Man this year is Wheeltech at saka Uni Oil.
They're raffling
KTM,
off a
the best
KTM?
world bikes on the world.
Impressive.
Bakit hindi BMW? Tanong mo iba.
Bakit hindi BMW?
O si Johnny magkikwento kasi alam niya yan.
Pag di na tayo live. Ayoko mayari.
Kaya mo yan, Johnny. Para malaman
KTM
naman ng lahat.
390 Adventure. Wow! Yun ang ipaparaffle nila? That's like one of my
The best
bucket
bike
list
in the
bikes.
world din eh.
Wow. Impressive. Sige, sali na rin ako. Too late.
Very
Sali na
best
tayo.
bike in the world.
Kailangan mag-finish or start lang?
Mga finishers. Ang raffle is for the finishers.
Ay.
But I want to ask this question also. Because I always hear horror stories na every year na may Ironman, something happens. Not just to the riders, but even to the residents of the towns that you pass by. Minsan may aksidente na, pedestrians are hit or something like that. What's is there stats on how many times it's happened or
Wala.
Meron
Dude,
dapat.
ang dami
Walang
kaya ng
stats.
mga police na kasama sa Ironman. Walang stats yun. Ang daming general na
Binubura na.
sumasali.
Walang clear na stats actually.
Ating
Gino.
police na senador na sumasali.
Pero ang ginagawa nilang steps ngayon, actually ngayon, yung Ironman daw na may pinakaunting checkpoints.
Okay.
Parang 4 lang ata o 5 yung checkpoint. Tapos, ginawa nila yung Tuguegarao, which is yun yung parang middle ground. Yun yung parang 800 kilometers na checkpoint. Ano yun? May minimum time na. May minimum time sa middle checkpoint, tapos may minimum time na total. Parang 16 hours total at saka 8 hours sa gitna. So kung nakatapos ka ng mas mabilis sa checkpoint na particular na yun, disqualify ka, tapos ban for life ka na sa Ironman.
Wow. But just playing devil's advocate. What's stopping somebody from just making hataw the entire way and then pag nandun na sa dulo, chill,
Hintay.
slow down.
Tingin ko maraming gagawa. Tingin ko nga namin madaming gagawa.
Ito. Ano yung paano yung kung sakali gusto namin sumali sa mga pustahan kung sino mananalo?
Nako.
May ganyan eh.
Hindi ko alam.
Highly discouraged daw yan eh. Pero highly discouraged.
May pustahan sa Ironman. Sino sabi?
Ikaw nagkwento sa amin yun eh.
Ako nagkwento. Hindi ako yun.
Yun. Okay, so from what I'm hearing, they're trying to make it a safer event. Sabi ni Mark Sung, they are stricter according to Vince. No wang-wang, siren policy, and they will catch violators. But admittedly, pag
si Bato nakawangwang sa Ironman
but admittedly in the past, there have been a lot of really dangerous incidents. One of my good friends is Ironman. It was like in contention to win the Ironman. Nalaglag sa bangin, dude. Sa Canon.
Holy shit. Canon!
Buti naka-complete gear siya. But still,
Doon sa
nakita
may
daw na
layon.
yung ilaw niya, and then biglang nawala yung ilaw.
Pupulutin siya sa La Union nun, no?
And then,
Pupulutin sa Canon.
another good friend of mine, he was with a rider that was riding a bit too aggressively. Hindi niya kilala. He let him pass. And then he saw an accident. And that rider died in his arms.
Holy shit. Pero di ba bawal, di ba naglabas ng statement yata dun sa Baguio?
Binawal sa Baguio yan eh.
Binawal sa Baguio Ironman eh.
So, ikaw, Gino, would you ever do that? Would you ever do a ride like that, an endurance challenge?
I would do it on my own. I mean, I would do it. I appreciate the start when everybody's together and everybody's, you get that type of atmosphere before going and there's a full on ground event. And then in the finish line, everybody's celebrating. They made it, they finished the race and whatnot. But I don't think I would be able to put myself in a position to, even if I would like to consider myself a very reserved rider on the road. Na parang super defensive. But putting yourself in a position, at least this is just my view, putting yourself in a position where everybody else around you is not, you don't know if they're gunning for it or if they're going to be just cruising and chilling. I'd rather not be in that environment. Parang I don't want to gamble with what other people are thinking in a environment like that.
Gino, nagaya si Mark Song. Tara, Jinno Rufino, let's do it on our own tomorrow.
I would do it. I totally would do it on my own, Mark. He knows that.
Girap na.
Okay, so,
pero alam mo, if you do the math, Gino, yung minimum time nila, which is yung 16 hours na matapos.
Yeah.
You're just averaging around 57, 60 kilometers per hour.
Yeah, kaya nga, like
it's a really moderate pace. I mean,
yeah, but you know what I mean? Like parang I get it. I get that maybe let's put a percentage. Siguro 80% are gonna be just they want to get there, they want to be part of the event. And I get it. I totally get the draw. But I guarantee there's going to be people out there that's going to gun for it and just be like, I want to get here as fast as possible and prove to myself and prove to other people na mabilis ako, na I can finish it in the shortest amount of time. For sure, meron yan eh. And that's
party na lang tayong lahat. Iikot pa sayo sa gasolina, wala namang party
No,
na
I
lang.
agree with Jinno, but honestly, if I was gonna do that route, I'd do it in 3 days. If I was gonna do it on my own.
Yeah, saka enjoy, diba? Enjoy the
smell the flowers.
Oh.
But I did do
Nice
the cannonball
scenery.
once with Jay, just to say that I did it. Unlike Jolly, who's done it 15 times.
33,000 times.
Tanginan nyo.
Oh, game daw. Philippine Loop, Mark Nelson, on our own time.
Di ba may di ba
One year.
parang meron si motorism na parang Philippine Loop na certificate. No particular time limit. Basta kailangan puntahan mo yung mga gantong para siya may checkbook. Pupunta ka sa gantong
passport,
lugar.
gano'n.
May parang may passport. Pag napuno mo, bibigyan ka din ng certificate na parang Philippine Looper. May ganun kang certificate.
But
Philippine
again,
Loopers,
si
yun
Motobek, humirit. For sure may kamote big biker bukas.
Oo.
You know what?
Oo.
For sure, may madisgrasya din kamote big biker bukas.
Yeah, for sure yan.
It's it is a good filter for riders, right? Are you gonna do the Ironman? Probably. Are you a big biker na kamote? High chance.
Mas,
Diba? Do you have a wang-wang on your bike?
24 hours na event ba yan?
24 hours yung maximum time para
Yung
matapos.
maximum time.
Mm-mm.
Sa loob ng 24 hours, ilan kaya ang mas maraming namamatay? Yung mga nagra-ride ng endurance or mas mataas yung percentage na pwede ka mamatay? Yung nagra-ride ng endurance o yung mga nagda-drugs?
Nagda-drugs.
Nag-ride ng endurance.
Actually, magandang point yun. Nung
Mag-drugs ka na lang? Is
na-interview
that what
namin,
you're saying? What a
Hindi,
horrible...
Mas mataas yung chance mo mabuhay pag nag-drugs ka eh.
nung na-interview namin sila, yung mga organizer ng
Like, what
Ironman,
the hell am I doing here?
actually, may clear book sila ng mga statistics. As in, ready sila for the interview. Yung dami ng sumasali sa Ironman, kung natas na didisgrasya, compared sa dami ng mga nag-ride sa public road, tas na didisgrasya per day, mas maliit pa rin daw yung sa Ironman.
Mas maliit pa rin sa Ironman. Ano ba?
Oo. Siyempre, pagtatanggol nila, hindi organizer eh.
Uy, ano
Ikaw
yung
yung sabi niya.
Cordillera Challenge?
Galing kay Carion, parang kinabahan ako dun ah. Budol ba yan?
Walang road.
Ay! May alam ako dyan. Gagawin natin. Galing sa Baler, papuntang Sagada. Walang road.
I bet you that's what he means.
Philippine Loop. Ako, allocate 2 weeks.
Yeah, I really want to do that. That's one of my goals to be able to do the Philippine Loop. Kaya nga I
I've
got
the
it
perfect
in
bike for it. The Honda XADV. 2 weeks on that bike, or a GS, or a 7. Maybe not the 790. Probably the Norden. Would be.
Why not?
Grabe ka naman, Iba. Pinagmamalaki mo yung XADV. Pumunta lang tayong Anilaw dati. Sabi mo, 3 beses ka na nakatulog eh.
Iba, ito maganda dun sa ADV mo. Iba, ito maganda sa ADV mo. Lagyan mo ng OGAWA massage chair. Yun!
Galing
At
talaga ni
alam mo
Bianca.
ba, ang OGAWA massage chair ay meron portable version. Kapag babiyahe ka sa Philippine Loop, pwede kang tumigil sa mga hotel at i-set up ang portable massage chair para makapag-relax.
Actually,
Wala.
if I
Isn't
bring a
it
backup,
nice idea?
no, dude, that's a brilliant idea because for the long rides that I used to do, I haven't done one in a long time, is usually may kotse na backup.
Social.
Ilalagay ko talaga yung yung OGAWA massage na portable doon. I'm gonna bring that, man. That's definitely a great idea.
Alam mo, isipin mo kung may OGAWA boot, dun sa
Sa finish.
sa finish line ng Ironman.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the perfect sponsor for Iron Man.
Bentang-benta yun, for
Ayaw.
sure.
Bianca, sino ba yung contact natin doon? Ba't ayaw sa atin makipag-brainstorm ng mga ideas?
Nanood na kasi ng episode natin eh.
Nagsisisi na sila eh. They're like, we locked these guys in for 400 episodes. And we gave them the stuff ahead of time. Oh, we're never gonna do that again. All right. So before we wrap up the show, Bianca, let's give away those 2 kits from Served Manila, the premium go-to for online luxury events.
Aba, ayan, more chances of winning. Kakonti yung mga sumali.
Better
Tunay
than
na win
Iron
na
Man.
umiiba.
Oo. Hindi ka pa napagod.
All right, spin that wheel.
Hindi ka na napagod. Matututo ka ba magtimpla ng gin?
Drink and ride. Maghahati itong dalawa eh. So okay lang. Congratulations.
No matter where it landed, it would have been the same.
Ang daya nung wheel kasi magkatabi silang dalawa. Mas malaki yung area.
All right. One more time.
Tapos si Kari yung
Playing next.
dapat per household ang nananalo.
Congratulations, Christine, Carrie, Mark Sung. You got a World of Gin exclusive online event kit with five types of gin na 50 ml.
Nice.
Don't drink and ride. O yun, gin is life, sabi ni Christine.
But KTM is lifer.
But KTM is life.
What the heck?
Doktor yan. All right. As we close out the show, Jinno, thanks again for being our Tunay na Rider of the Week. And hold on, let me put you in solo layout. And for you, since the last time you were on the show, how has your definition of what a Tunay na Rider is? How has that changed?
I don't think it has changed.
You remember what your answer is 90 episodes ago?
Sort of, because I mean, I have the same brain as I did back then, and it's really just, you know, some of the things, some of the comments that I get like on Moto Deal on the YouTube channel is parang that bike is made in India. That bike is made in, I don't know, Thailand. You know, it's not European, whatever. But to me, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter if it's in India, if it's Thailand, if it's the States, if it's Italy, UK, whatever, Japan. It doesn't matter, right? I mean, a bike is a bike. Like I said, as I mentioned a while ago, it's something with 2 wheels and an engine. And I think a Tunay na Rider is just anybody who enjoys going on a ride for whatever reason, whether it's for a hobby, whether it's for a daily commute to get to work, or whether it's their career, whether if it's their job, like the guys from Angkas, the guys from Lala Move, guys from Grab and whatnot. I mean, it's,
or whether you're Harry Rocket traveling 20 meters,
or whether you're Harry Rocket, you wanna go 20 meters without a helmet. More power to you. Just sana don't dance on stage and sing na lang. But yeah, I mean, a Tunay na Rider is somebody who just enjoys going on a ride, whether it's something they need to do to get to work, or if it's part of their job, or if it's just like most of us, a hobby, as something that, you know, hobby or a lifestyle. I don't know what word I used before. I think I used the word inclusion.
Oh, what did I do? Bianca gave me God mode. Sorry. No, yeah, I agree. It doesn't matter. it doesn't matter. And this is coming from someone who rides literally the best bikes in the country for a living, and has exposure to everything. And Jinno still finds joy in riding his XRM, right?
Yeah.
Agree,
Like-
110%.
Like the CF Motos have produced some great bikes, dude, and it's all from China.
Agree.
Yun.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where it's from.
Bak, wala kang audio. You're laughing to yourself. You're just like
Hindi ko
talking
pa
and
naman,
laughing.
ang dami kong nirecite, wala pa lang narinig.
Yan ang pro.
Ang dami ko side comments, sayang.
All right. Anyway, Jinno, you released a new video with Mark Nelson, your BFF,
OnlyFans.
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 Subscribe to Moto Deal's OnlyFans with Jinno Rufino and Mark Nelson.
Para makita mo silang walang t-shirt.
Para kita yung nipples. Okay, wait. I don't want to go down this road. Any words of wisdom? Anything you want to plug, Jinno, before we wrap up?
Hope you guys can log on to the Moto Deal YouTube channel. The new video should be published about a couple hours ago. Just visit the Moto Deal website.
So meron.
Meron.
No. And also allow me to plug my other job. The PBA semifinals is underway, and I'll be doing game 4, I think, of the semifinals, which is going to be on Wednesday.
Ayos. All right.
Yeah.
O yung OnlyFans.
Wala akong OnlyFans.
Tanong ni Motobek, talaga
baka
meron
may
to ba?
OnlyFans. Si Mark Nelson baka meron.
All right.
Beck,
So see you next week.
Ask Mark Nelson. I think he does. So baka siya meron talaga.
All right. See you next week, and we'll be featuring Mark Nelson's OnlyFans page on Tunay na Rider, and ask him what it takes to be an OnlyFans star.
Magkano
Take
tayo
us out,
segment,
Bianca.
tunay na OnlyFans.
Oh, Mark Nelson's still there.
See you next week, guys.
Thank you, PNA. Ride Manila.
Thanks, Mark Nelson and Mark Sung.
Ang dalawang Mark sa buhay ni Jinno.
How sad.
Ang dalawang Mark sa buhay ni Jinno. It's Mark
Thank you,
March
OGAWA.
month.
Aray ko, sumakit katawan ko. Mag-ugawa nga muna ako.
Then we'll see you guys in the KTM factory. Let's make that happen.
Wait, game ako
Oh.
dyan. Super game.
Game.
Sige, I'll create a chat group na.
The best factory in the world din eh.
Oh, made in the Philippines.
Super
The
big deal
fastest
yan.
factory.
Super big deal that they put a factory here sa Philippines.
Balita ko may testing ground dun eh.
Oh.